Chair calls. Mr. Rosas, are you still there with us?
I'm here, yes.
Let's try it again.
Probably it's sorted.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, members of the committee. Well, my name is Etienne Rosas, and I'm representing myself. I'm a proud Mexican-American from Brownsville, Texas, a researcher, a musician, and a candidate for U.S. Congress in District 34. I hold a PhD from RAND Corporation and a postdoc from Princeton, where I specialize in democratization and institutional corruption. And I can tell you that what's happening in Texas right now is not democracy. It's a classic case study of democratic backsliding. This redistricting proposal isn't about fair representation. It's about carving up Latino communities like my own to engineer more Republican wins, even where Latinos are a clear majority. Latinos are now 40% of Texas population, but hold just 24% of congressional seats. At the national level, we're 20% of the people, but only 10% of Congress. And that's shamefully the highest that it's ever been. But instead of fixing this disparity, these maps aim to drown the voice of Latinos even further, cracking the Rio Grande Valley, splintering districts like my own, and erasing our growing political voice. But this isn't anything new. In 2006, Supreme Court ruled that Texas violated the Voting Rights Act by dismantling a Latino Opportunity District. And that same playbook is being used again, just with weaker federal oversight. But the consequences here go beyond the maps. When our communities are politically marginalized, it opens the door to gross institutional corruption. Just look at what's happening with SpaceX. Elon Musk came to the South Texas because he knew no one would stop him. He exploited weak regulations, gutted environmental protections, and used our own region as a launch pad, not to reach Mars, but to reach Washington and help Donald Trump get back into the White House. So this is what democratic disfigurement into an oligarchy actually looks like. Not the tanks in the streets, but zoning boards, redistricting maps, and billionaires buying silence from both parties. And we're not just talking about lines on a map, we're talking about whether families in Harlingen and San Benito and Brownsville, McAllen get to participate in American democracy or remain collateral in someone else's power grab. But the world is actually watching. IDEA calls us now a backsliding democracy. The Economist calls us flawed. VDEM puts us on the autocratization watch list. And this is an emergency. As Dr. King once said, so long as I do not firmly and irrevocably possess the right to vote, I do not possess myself. I cannot live as a democratic citizen observing the laws I have helped to enact. I can only submit to the edict of others. So I urge the committee to reject these maps that fragment Latino majority communities, to center public input on those directly affected, and to comply fully with the Voting Rights Act and the Constitution. And remember that assaults on democracy anywhere are assaults on democracy everywhere. So thank you so much for your time, and glad to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to rectify the technical issue as well.
Well, thank you for being here. Members, any questions?